Welcome back to part 2 of What If M. M. So in part 1, I went over how first was Zuko got banned from talking to his family and was unfriended, basically banned from his friends. And he became a bounty hunter. And yes, I know that in the What If universe, is anything could be imagined. I know that in One Piece, the Fire Fist Age wants to be a pirate. Well, Zuko wanted to be a hero, but then he became a bounty hunter, and he basically bounty hunts villains that weren't listening. So then so then Zuko, so they seen a destructive force of what Zuko could do, as everyone, so the students were some of them are terrified of that power of what Zuko has. But everyone was kept in line. Some people even tell their kids and to So and where we left off before, I forgot. He did give the government that thumb drive, and so he asks, so she asks him that simple question of what made him become more destructive. And so he told her the whole backstory of he told her he lost a friend that he known for when he was 6 years old. As they could see flames coming off of his body, off of his shirt, off of his shoulders, as everyone says, calm down. I know. So then when he gets a day off, entire week off, or no, because how much he did, the crime rate dropped to 0, and plus Zuko's crimes that he killed all of the villains were dismissed by them. So, he gets paid so much money. So, he hangs out by himself, as the he as everyone is like, is that Fire Fist Zuko? Who? As everyone, he's more famous outlaw. He's more of a, as some of them tell their, like, some of the kids, or some of the parents, tell their kids that don't mess with that guy. He's more dangerous than anyone on Earth. You think quirks are bad. Well, that guy is made out of, like, fire. He's bad to the bone. As he's drinking a cup of tea, as a young girl, or let's say a 4-year-old kid, was trying to, like, run with, like, ice cream, and she tripped and fell right onto Zuku's pant leg. As she looks up, as she's terrified, but then he wasn't like that person that would rather kill for no reason. So he crouched down and said, don't worry, I won't hurt you. So then he walks her over, and he tells the ice cream guy that this little young girl accidentally dropped her ice cream. So the ice cream guy, he says, no problem. And it's on the house. So, because he knew, because since the crime rate dropped to 0, way more customers came in. And yeah, so then, as the kid sees, like, there's no, like, true evil inside of Zuku's body. Thanks, mister. As she walks off with the ice cream. And yeah. And everybody turned around, or actually, after she left, let's say Ochako and her Class 1A student, or no, her Class 1A friends went to the ice cream shop to grab some ice cream. And when they first walk in, they see Zuko Midoriya. And as he says, long time no see. Funny meeting you here. As he smiles at them. As they're like, Zuko? As they know that the Zuko is the most powerfulest person in the entire world. As Zuko took another drink, And Ochako, Pro Girl, Class 1A, looks at Zuko, and they see him a like a what the pro hero sees a villain, but Zuko says name as they so let's say Ochako ends up ordering okay. Ezuku was not in the so they all asked him, how powerful are you, Zuko? I'm very powerful. Let's say Frog Girl asks that but instead of using his real name of Zuko Midoriya, they use his villain name or bounty hunter name called Fire Fist Zuko. As he says, name, I'm very powerful. As the Bakugo remembers, as he tells Zuko that first you were born without a quirk. Quark doctor lied to me about that. I don't actually just what he meant when he said I was born or Zuko says what I was born without a quirk. It meant or he means it in a different way than the rest of you thought. As Bakugo, Ochako, Todoroki, Zumi, Class 1A is wondering what does he mean? Or what did the Quark Doctor mean? I was born without power. Because in this universe, there's the quirkless, quirk, power, hour. So the power hour that people will be born with has more authority, has more and they're higher ups, way higher than I always pronounce their name wrong, but it's the Sinestral Dragons from One Piece. Higher than that. Higher than Emu, from One Piece. I'm using One Piece because, So, when they heard that Zuko was born with a power, because normally there's quirkless, then there's quirks, but quirks has limited, or when I say limited, it means they don't do a whole bunch. But then powers is on a whole nother level. So everyone was they fell backwards. As Ochako says, the entire time you were born with a power or of you weren't born you were born with a power, not a quirk like rest of us. As some of them are like, as he says, yeah. So, and if Inko and Asashi and Zumi knew that before, they would have just kept him around. And Ochako, Bakugo, Todoroki would have ended up still be friends with him, no matter what. So then Zuko, because there was no crime at all, so Zuko's taking a longest breaks thing. So, yeah. So, Chaco, or actually, everyone says, well, first was Ochako. I know that back then we were once friends, and then, but we thought you were quirkless, and yeah. So as she taps on her fingers, can we be friends? Because Ochako still has a crush on Zuko. Because I know, all of us know that the Ochako is like, because she was more, because she's scared of, she might accidentally, like, do the same thing. Like, but she's still in love with Zuko no matter what. But, yeah. Even if because she thought he was quirkless, and they became unfriends, and she basically dumped him. So, yeah. So then when Zuko shows his, like, power, then everybody, like, his friends, like, that was his friends, but then, were like, let's be back as friends. And his family, of course, his family did show up, and, like, when they saw they were like, Sashi walks over and didn't, like, punch Zuko, but instead he told Zuko that, can you be, I know that we banned you from ever talking to us, but the him, yeah. Well, Zuko, or actually Zuko's father tells him that he's unbanned, like basically, because, yeah. And, yeah, so Zuko ends up agreeing. And, yeah. So, Ochako got married to Zuko. Time skip. Because I'm not going to go over the overhaul thing. So, yeah. So then So then, so Zuko and Ochako got married because yeah. And plus, another reason why I'm skipping the overhaul fight is because Zuko already took care of All for One and his little group. And yeah, so then so Ochako and Zuko got married and had one daughter. Or actually, one daughter and one son. Yeah. And so Zumi has always got like basically not into like fights, but she's basically so Bakugo and Todoroki are always fighting over Zumi of who would be her husband. But then it's been for a long time until we got to this point. So, Zumi decided, or this is what she said to Todoroki and Bakugo. Instead of both of you fighting over me, how about both of you should date me at the same time? So, yeah. So then, so that So Zuko ends up, being Zuko. And, yeah. And I know that you guys probably see the, up here, the, 234.3 out of 238.3 GB. Yeah. I'm thinking about, trying to clean up my phone before make any more of these videos. So, yeah. So, Zuko, I remember, Todoroki and Bakugo they both agree to Zumi's. And so then she ends up being, on a double date and getting double married to both of them. And yeah, and she ended up having way more kids than Zuko's owns. Yeah. So then, yeah. But everyone still calls Zuko the Fire Fist Zuku is his now official title. Or Fire Fist is his official title, but he has his bounty hunting name is the Fire Fist Zuku is his, yeah. But the people that actually know him is, yeah, calls him Zuku Midoriya. Or if you're Zumi, or calls her brother, or, yeah. So, yeah. Zuku is, yeah, more famous now. So, now let's get into the public announcement that I promised in part 1. So, he will probably, like what I said, like I'll probably like clean up my phone of that. And, yeah, plus nothing to do, like, basic stuff. But, man, when I was going through, you guys sometimes have, like, on the Google thing, was you sometimes have, like, I tried to typed up One Piece Fire Fist Ace 1, and some of you guys are just being weird. Even on Pinterest, where there's a picture, I don't remember what picture it was. It had to do with, sorry if you, like, yeah. I'm trying to find that stupid image. It was where it was, yeah. So, because this is the end of the video, go ahead and if you want to log off and, yeah, so, emu or, no, so, yeah, I forget that girl's name, I'll look up female characters. Yeah. Because there's oh, here it is. You guys draw some weird stuff. Like, this is just too weird. Ultra, or whatever her name is. Imagine you guys, made a crossover one. So, yeah. So, now public announcement. Do not hunt. Or, if you guys have seen the people doing, like, the episodes, or the reading the manga, or kept up with, like, any Wikipedia stuff. I don't know if I said that right. And you guys are probably like saying, what's going on? Well, one or My Hero Academia is going to come to the end. But this is my own personal one. It's called, I know that if My Hero Academia ends the episodes thing, like the whole thing was over with, well, but the what ifs are still gonna pop out of nowhere. So, yeah. So now, thank you for listening to my blathering. What it means for me talking about nonsense stuff. But if you guys want me to do a what if, or make a entire story, like me talking about, like, stories of, like, if I was a voice thing, like, reading, like, a storybooks things, my very first one would be of Heroes of the New World. So, yeah. Plus, there won't be any custom cards today, so yay. Because of this thing. So, peace out, y'all. Peace. And, yeah. So, before I go, this is going to be another one. I went over to Discord. And, first of all, happy Mother's Day. And I try to get in contact with the Florentine Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is what he says. I apologize, but I should not hunt. The point of my deck, if for Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, you could read it. All this is here. There you go. So, here you go. Yeah, here, I'll slow it down. Right there. So, yeah. If you guys want me to duel him with a normal deck, and just a normal deck, and I would, because I know that I created a poll of which deck should I use against the duel thing, but yeah. So, peace out, and yeah, I made the part 2 and the public announcement and the reason video. This is going to be the 3 halves rolled into one. The public announcement was second. The part 2 of the part 1 was first. Number 3 is the reasons. That was the reason why I'm not gonna, like, I know that people like Florentine Yu-Gi-Oh! End up not hanging out with me. So, peace out, y'all. Peace. And have a good night or day. Depends on the time zone. Peace.